you log into Rise of Kingdoms and you see someone online. Always online. 3 a.m., 6 a.m., 11 p.m. They're leading rallies, they're fighting an arc, they're responding instantly to your chat messages. They're always online. But there's this thing, right? It's not them. Someone else is playing their account. And it's just not one player. It might be 100 players playing that one account. Today, we're talking about pilots, guys. Not bots, not people using scripts. They're real people, and they're getting paid to play for someone else. And it's ridiculous. And today, I want to talk about it. And today, we're talking about why pilots are quietly killing Rise of Kingdoms. I hope you guys enjoy. Keep watching. Alright guys, let's first talk about what I'm actually going to show in this video, because the first thing I'm going to talk about is what pilots actually are. So if you already know what pilots are, you can probably skip ahead with this part. I'll have timed sections in the YouTube play bar, so that should be good. But first we're going to talk about what pilots are. We're going to talk about why people use pilots, why it's an issue that people use pilots. I'm going to talk about the terms of service from Rise of Kingdoms. I want to show you how bad the issue actually is with people providing pilot services. I want to show you the consequences of people using pilots, and I'll end up with a little bit of my own thoughts about why this is happening and what we can do about it. So if you want to skip any part, if you want to just skip ahead and go to my final thoughts or something like that, you can go check out the YouTube play bar. So keep watching, guys. It's gonna be spicy. So, what are pilots? I think most of you guys already know what pilots are, so I'm gonna keep it short and simple. In Rise of Kingdoms, a pilot is somebody who logs into another player's account and he just plays for you. So it's not that somebody is using like a bot, it's just an actual person. Normally, it could be a friend, which with friends I don't really have that much of an issue, but it could be, you know, somebody you pay to play on your account. So basically, a pilot is just somebody who plays on your account. He could play in KVK, he could farm resource for you, he could play Arc for you. It just, you know, just anything in the game basically that you can do. So that's a pilot, quick and easy. Let's move on to the next subject. So why do people use pilots? I think this is the most important thing. Why do people use pilots? You can see in this KVK that I'm just randomly spectating right now, this fight has already been going on for 3.5 hours. And I think the main reason people use pilots is that, you know, they don't have enough time. Rise of Kingdoms can be kind of exhausting sometimes. You know, you can play for a very long time. KVKs can last, you know, a very, very long time. Weeks even. Well, KVKs do last weeks, but the fighting in itself can last days. Days upon days. You know, you can have ARG meanwhile while you're doing something. You know, you can have a job meeting that you're gonna be at, then you can't play. So that's probably why people use pilots. So back when I was playing a lot of Rise of Kingdoms, you know, I would play KVK starts. Okay, I take a day of work and I start playing Rise of Kingdoms for 24 hours straight, fighting in Zone 5 or something. But a lot of people don't have that luxury, so yeah, they decide to get a pilot, and I think that's the main reason people use pilots. They don't have enough time. And then you also have players who don't want to, you know, do all the gathering or arc or something. If they hire a pilot for that, they want to do, you know, they just want to do the fighting and they let the gathering over to somebody else. That's also a possibility. But then another factor is people, high spending people in this game that buy an account and they don't even play the account themselves. They don't even use it. They buy bundles on it and then they let like a friend or an actual pilot, like somebody, they just let somebody else play on the account. They don't even play on it themselves. They just bought the account, which I think is a massive issue, but that's another point. But regarding, I'm gonna start rambling. So that's why people use pilots, in my opinion. It's just because time restraints, and KVKs that go on for days on end. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next subject. Then, let's talk about why it's an issue. You can see my other Discord account on the screen right now, and I have gone undercover in many piloting Discords. I would say there is about 5 or 6 here in this list, but there is many more. But before I jump into this, why is it really an issue in Rise of Kingdoms? First of all, it breaks the balance of the game. You're supposed to not be online 24/7. You're an individual player. You are not a robot. You're not supposed to be online 24/7, which is a big thing. You know, if I play for 24 hours, I'm gonna get tired and I might make mistakes as well. People, if you know, you play only a couple hours and then somebody else goes online, you know, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fresh. You're gonna be online 24/7. That's not how this game is meant to be played. It breaks the balance of it. For the rest is, you know, you build a relationship with a player as a, let's say like a alliance leader. You build a relationship with a player that you can trust, and basically you're gonna be talking to a different player each time. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know if you can trust that other player. Have we not seen players getting scammed before by pilots, getting all their gear deleted or an alliance deleted? It has happened before. So it's also a great risk for, you know, alliance leaders. You can't really trust somebody that is using a lot of pilots because you don't know who you're talking to. You didn't vet them. You didn't talk to the pilots. You don't know. It's not a good thing in my you know, experience, at least. And you know, it's also an issue in what kingdom can outsource their fighters more. It's starting to become like an outsourcing competition. Who can hire the most pilots? It's not, like I said, it breaks the balance of the game. It's not what this game is meant to be. I think also, you know, you create a alliance with people, and I gotta really find my words correctly here, how to say this right. It kills the spirit of the game. If you make an alliance and you meet people and you play with them for, you know, a long time, you play with them for years, and then suddenly, you know, you're gonna have other people playing on their accounts. You know, you're gonna not hear from, you know, your friends that much anymore, that you've been playing with for like 2 years. You don't hear from them much anymore. I think, wasn't it the leader from 1960 that said he, you know, he didn't want to play anymore because of the pilots as a reason? It's not the main reason, maybe, I don't know, but as a reason, you know, you can't build a community on just multiple people playing on the same account. You're gonna become like schizophrenic or something and talk with a bunch of different personalities. It's not good. It's not good, guys. It's really not good. And to go back on this Discord that I have open here, it's a whole business. You can see it right here. Service hours. It's a what are we supporting a call center over here? Can I buy 75 service hours for $100 and somebody place my account for 4 days or something? What is this? There's giveaways. Like, what do you win here? What do you win? You get 15 flux. So apparently they're making enough money to give out 15 flux. Here's another one. Our achievements. All they care here about KP. It's KP, guys. It's just KP. It's KP. It's KP. It's not about community anymore. It's about KP. More kill points. More kill points. Fuck the kingdom, you know. Fuck the kingdom. Who cares? We want KP. We're piloting for you. We are gonna get you KP. You know, who cares about pushing objectives? I don't care. Promoting partners. Having more giveaways. New slots opened. Emails. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what I'm looking at. But extras. Chain. €1. Chain. €2. Where is the dedication of a player itself wanting to do, you know, that? Train 1 million troops, $5. Hey guys, I've got enough. I've got enough speed ups for 1 million troops. Can you train them upgrades? It's gonna cost $5, guys. It's fine. Full 7k events, no chain. Just so you know, no chaining, guys. No chaining. That's gonna cost you more. What else do we have here? Frequent flyers, pricing. What do we got? What do we got here? Personal image creator. Okay. 15 for not partnered kingdoms, 10 for partnered kingdoms. Here, let me just open Photoshop real quick and throw all this in there. $10, easy. War piloting, $7 an hour for Imperium kingdoms. Reliable, efficient, always focused on getting the job done right. Okay, I'm sure they are. Account care, full service account management to keep you ahead every single day. $250 a month. Are you even playing at this point? Are you even playing? Like, imagine having this person in your kingdom, and there's just a random guy every day just doing the daily stuff, and then you probably don't even see him during fighting. Maybe you see him a little bit during fighting, but you're not actually talking to him. You don't know who it is. Oh, I can ramble about this the whole time. What else do we have here? Piloting announcement. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Cleanup, important message, bundle PayPal rates. These are all. Oh, they got 47 hours here as well for $100. Hero Scrolls Gold Kingdoms. We're increasing the war piloting discount from 10% to flat $1 off. What is this? What is this, guys? Who is joining all this? I don't know, but like, who's in here? I would love to know. Wait, hello? I don't even know. Anyway, we of course have Flash Discord, you know, pilot tickets, but you can do it. You can buy anything on Flash's Discord, everything. But that being said, guys, look at all this. These are all. My name is Dummy, and these are my services. What I offer: war, chaining, taking care of your account. Friends of mine have quit the game just to pilot other people's account, because why wouldn't they? You know, you're just playing on a Big Will's account, you're fighting, and who cares? He's buying all the bundles. So this is what is wrong with pilots. Why is it a problem? You know, why is it an issue? I think most people can see it now. I hope you can. Some people might say, oh, you know, it's just a couple of friends, you know, playing on each other's account. That's fine. If you have a friend playing on your account for a couple hours because you're at work, it's fine. But the issue is it's systematically being used by all heavy spenders, basically. Not all, of course. I'm not trying to say everybody does it. By a lot of people, just so they can be online 24/7, just so, you know, they can maybe win the KVK. It breaks the balance, like I said before. But that's enough about my rambling. All right, we're gonna move on to the next part of the video. I hope you guys get the point, though. I might be saying some random shit, but I hope the point came across. Alright, so we've got to the point where we're just gonna talk about the TOS real quick. This is from Lilith Games itself. Now, I am no legal expert, so I don't know if this counts for Rise of Kingdoms, but I will just assume that it does. If not, then my bad. But at least it shows here in, what is this, section 17, general prohibitions. 17.1.21 is unsportsmanlike behavior, account sharing, including but not limited to the sharing of username and passwords for others to log in for you. So it's in the TOS. What can I say? There's nothing else to say about this. You know, it's the rules, basically. That's the end. Moving on. Next part. Alright, so we've come to the consequences part of pilots, and I think Sewell here, as I'm showing his goodbye message, is basically the same thoughts as mine. I think Sewell put it in even better words than I just did, and he talks about missing, you know, people on Discord snoring. Like, I miss Leopard snoring on Discord when he was too exhausted to turn off his mic. As he says as well, I miss all the good old days that we stayed all night tanking for each other, no matter win or lose. But that's exactly what I'm talking about, guys. It's losing its touch. I remember the same thing, being online for a full 24 hours, being on Discord with my friends, holding a pass for like 5 hours straight, and everyone just, you know, being hyped. Yeah, we're gonna keep it and stuff, and we're not, you know, I'm not sleeping, you know, all that stuff. Just enjoying the friendship. And I think, just as Sibyl says here, you know, Rock today doesn't have that anymore. As he states himself, with battle reports viewable on trading ratio, half of the people on Discord are pilots who only care about trades. Now you just cannot find that unspoken bond and trust any longer. And I 100% agree with that. We lost something here with all these pilots. We lost the competitiveness. We lost, you know, players becoming good friends like this, building a good friendship over this time, being on Discord chilling. If it's just pilots now every time, just random people you don't know. And you know, you're not fighting a player either anymore. You're just fighting an endless machine of people that are getting paid to, you know, fight the KVK against you. And if everybody starts doing this, then like, why are we even playing? Why is anybody even playing? The accounts aren't real anymore. The kill points aren't real anymore. You didn't fight for them at that point. Somebody else did. And I think that is the greatest issue with the pilots here. We're losing the special community touch from Rise of Kingdoms with all these pilots. And you know, we lost Sivo, but there's more people that quit. There's way more people that quit to, you know, because of this. And I don't see it becoming that much better. Like I said before, I know people that quit just to become pilots because, you know, why not? It's more fun for them, at least. They can just chase kill points, and that's it. So that's the little consequences part. And you know, just let me know in the comments, guys, if you agree with it. Just let me know, because that's my thought on it. And it's very sad to see people leave because of this. It's very sad to me, because I've been playing this game for 7 years now. 7 years I've been playing this game, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. But let's move on. Let's move on. So before I want to end this video, I want to show what the community thinks about this, or at least what a lot of players that I talk to think about all of these pilots. So I made a post. It's a month ago. I know. I'm working on it, guys. Well, you know, what do you think of pilots? I asked Lambao to comment on this. His issue is basically the same as mine. You know, paid pilots is not a good thing. Baby Raccoon, doesn't matter what anyone thinks about it, it's clear they are afraid to act on it because of the deep issues they caused themselves by not addressing it early. And that's talking about Lilith, you know, not addressing these issues for a while. I mean, I think I would say it's been like an issue for 2, maybe 3 years at this point. So it's fairly old. Here we got Alloy, biggest issue in the game in my opinion. For pilots, normal accounts could be top competitors, but being dedicated and online a lot for pilots wills could hurt kingdoms that way. But you know, not to play all the time. So as well, ever bad. It's basically everybody thinks it's bad. Okay, so that's that for the comments part. But then there's also the Lambao podcast, Commander's Table podcast number 1 with George, Apocalypse, Luxta, and Lambao. And they also mentioned piloting right here. Piloting issue. It is an issue. Many use pilots and it swings the balance of KVKs, especially when large groups of pilots move from kingdom to kingdom. The issue impacts all sizes of kingdoms, now from High Imperium to lower C and D kingdoms. This game is based on community, and you lose a sense of community when there are groups of random pilots in a kingdom alliance instead of the actual account holders playing. Same thing as I'm saying, but they came up with a solution, and that is to set the device limit for accounts to maybe 3 or 4. I think this would probably solve most of the issues. Having, you know, 4 set devices that you can change every 15 to 30 days, so you don't have a lot of, you know, you can have, I have 2 devices, actually I have 3 devices, so I have 3 devices, and then, you know, if you want to have a little friend play on your account, you can have a friend, and that's the 4th device, and you can switch that every 15 or 30 days. I think this would be a great solution to pilots. I think this would actually fix it. I think this would fix it so easily. Just have a device limit. And then, you know, there's ways to probably go around that as well. I'm not going to go into that, but there's probably ways to go around that. I don't think, you know, geofencing your account is going to work because you're just going to have someone use a VPN, so that doesn't matter. So yeah, I think this is a great suggestion. They also add here, it is recognized that pilots are, and piloting is here to stay. It's become part of the game, and it's why many players buy lots of bundles in order to support these pilots playing on their accounts. That said, if we can limit the number of accounts using multiple pilots by limiting the number of devices used on an account, and those devices being changed frequently, it's a step in the right direction. 100% agree. I think you probably solve most of the issues here, just with this simple touch here. So that's also my opinion. I share Lambao's opinion, and then there's, you know, a lot of people on Discord. Who else did a survey? I remember somebody who did a pilot survey on their YouTube as well. They made a post about it. Who was it? Let me find the name real quick for you guys. I'm doing it live, alright? I'm doing it live. Give me a second. There's at least a lot of YouTubers that have opinions about the pilots. It was Sheppy Gaming. He made a survey about it, and he said, do pilots ruin the Rise of Kingdoms experience? And most of them said yes. 71% said yes, of 300 votes. Let me pull up the image real quick, just so you guys can actually see it, because that would probably be a little bit better. There you go. Do pilots ruin the Rise of Kingdoms experience? Yes. Most people think so. So it's nothing new. So I think with all this being said, you guys heard me ramble way too much. I think it's probably like 20 minutes at this point. You know my opinion about it. I think I share this opinion with a lot of people, and a lot of people will agree with me. And I would like to see Lilith do something about this. I hope they said in the face-to-face, while we're here, guys, in the face-to-face, I will go over to it face-to-face. Because I'm filming this video at the end. Okay, I did some stuff earlier, but I'm filming this stuff at the end, so thank God they uploaded this. Where is it? There's too much piloting in open field battles. Make it impossible for kingdoms without pilots to keep up. Devs need to get involved. Yes. They say we are dedicated to providing governors with a fair and balanced playing field. Right now we're reviewing the impact of piloting on the competitive landscape, and we are working on a plan to address it. Once the plan is finalized, we'll communicate the details to the community through a face-to-face with the developers announcement. Okay, so guys, I'm going to Amsterdam in a couple of weeks for the meetup, so I will ask them, you know, maybe to be a little bit more specific about this, because I'm really curious. So hopefully I can get some answers in Amsterdam, and for the rest, that's gonna be the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you agree. Let me know what you think, and hopefully we can get some action going from Lilith. Anyway, peace out, guys.